Hey there. Welcome back to Soulshine with Serenity Jenny. I am your host. I am so super excited to be back on the air with you. And on this beautiful day, it is April the 9th. And for all you numerology buffs, that's a 13. And that's a 4. 4 is a great day for angels. And I don't know if you have noticed today, but it is an amazing day for the angel of sunshine. I am just, taking my son to his PSSA tests, and I got a moment to just enjoy this beautiful weather, and I'm sitting at a local state park and just watching the water catch the rays of sun, and it glistens like diamonds on top of the water. And truly, there is no, in my opinion, better medicine for your soul than to sit in the sunshine. After all, we are light beings. So after a hiatus of a few months, and I do apologize, I very often don't apologize for things, but I do apologize because things have been going so amazingly well that I am so busy, I have not had time to podcast, which I am going to rectify very soon with a scheduled podcast day. So stay tuned for that. I think this is episode 52. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. We did 52 episodes already. But, today the sun's shining and the sky is blue and the grass is getting green. And, that's like chronotherapy too. All these colors. And we've been missing these colors from winter. And we are light beings, and we need to charge the energy up in our body, in our light body, with these colors and with this energy. And I don't know if you've ever done this when you were a kid, but I definitely did it. I would just go out and sit in the sunshine, and I just it would feel so good. And, I have to sit in the car and do the podcast because of the wind, but, I have the moon roof open, it's all the way open, and all this beautiful sunshine's coming in, and it's warming my skin, and it's activating. We get vitamin D from the sun, but it has all these amazing benefits. You charge a phone every day. You charge, there's even people that have to charge their cars. God bless you for using electric cars. But, we don't think about plugging our soul in, right? How do we get our soul to shine? We charge it. And sometimes that looks like self-care, like getting a massage, or maybe going for a walk, or spending some quality time with loved ones or family. And today, for me, it's just sitting out in the sunshine. And, I'm pretty busy during the day with seeing clients and whatnot. So this is a welcome reprieve for me. I got some errands done, and I talked to a few friends, and I just am enjoying being. And I just did my first keynote speech up in Johnstown for the Municipal Authority ladies, which I was really honored to be invited. Thank you, Wendy and Diane, for inviting me. Kristen and I had a blast up there with you ladies. But as I sit in front of a body of water, which is the most conducive element for spirit uses water to amplify itself, to travel from place to place, and, really connect to us, because we're 80% water. So, hey, if you're not hydrated, you're not going to be as conductive to spirit as if you would be hydrated. So, while we're up in Johnstown, and, I just want to talk to you a little bit about synchronicity today. Sunshine and synchronicity. I think that's what we'll call this episode, because, I don't plan any of this stuff. I just take it and go with it and kind of wing it. And somebody told me one time that's what angels do. So I think I'm in good company. But there's no more authentic than that, because that's pretty damn authentic if you ask me. I don't write any of this stuff down, and just talk. And it ends up being pretty good. So it's pretty fun. But we talked to these ladies about how this all went down. Diane called me and said, hey, you want to give this keynote for this engagement? And I said, oh my gosh, are you kidding? Yes, I'd love to. I'm so excited. What day is it? And she said, it's 4/4. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's even better. It's a double digit instant angel number. Okay, thanks. Sign me up. Yeah, absolutely. No questions asked. I needed to be there. Couldn't figure out why. And, Mandy usually goes with me. She's my assistant for most things like that and events. And she couldn't go, but Kristen could go. And I said to Kristen, I can't wait till we go up there. She said, I think something special is going to happen because she's our psychic therapist, right? Resident psychic therapist. And if you want a session with her, I believe today we just put her on the schedule for Monday. So if you want a session with our psychic therapist, and she does a lot of psychic reading, but also spiritual healing, Reiki, and some really cool medical intuition with your hair that I have not seen done before. So very, very cool session with Kristen. Always a welcome breath of fresh air in my life. I love that. But 2 psychics in a car, right? How's it getting better than that? And we're going down into Johnstown. And I had been there before, early in my EMS career. I had to transport a flight crew from Conemaugh to Johnstown to Conemaugh, I can't remember, with a little kid because they were grounded. It was too snowy to fly. So the weather was bad. They got grounded and we had to transport them. And the vibe up there felt kind of icky way back then. That was good night, 22 years ago, maybe even 23 now. So it felt kind of weird up there to me. I just remember it feeling really low. But when we came around the corner down on 217, dropping into Johnstown, something was different. And I couldn't figure out what it was. And, energetically, it felt amazing. And the further we got down in, the more the energy picked up. And I love this about how we live. This isn't just something we do. It's how we live. And what happened was, Johnstown got this infusion of energy. A bunch of people were called to be there. And as we, checked into the hotel and we got settled in for the presentation for the welcome events the night before the conference, the tourism at the Chamber of Commerce, the tourism, and I believe there was somebody else up there. And I apologize for not knowing who that was. But the ladies did a great job presenting Johnstown. They presented their city. And, I'm sitting there and I can't remember how it all got started, but the presentation was going on and the PowerPoint was about Johnstown. And they said the pendulum swinging back, and I got poked in 2 different directions. Kristen looked at me and poked me on the leg, and Diane poked me in the back. And it's awesome because, I started hearing energy lingo and verbiage. And then I was sitting there and then I was like, Johnstown, John the Baptist. This place was baptized. It was Kristen. This was amazing. And it really just totally took me to a different level and understanding of why this occurred and why 22,009 people had to die, and what their lives meant and what that sacrifice meant. And, 22 is a 4 and 9 is a 13, and that's also 4. Coincidence that that's 4-9 also? Probably not. But, there was a reason for all of this, and the energy that's there, that's collected there, is important. Their lives are important. Their spirits are important. And a lot of them still feel like collectively there's a vibe there that's raising. That's, I don't want to use the word flood, but it's flooding that area with light now. And there's reason for that. So, look at the synchronicity, because, we're there for a water conference, basically, how you turn, I guess one of the little ladies told me, poopsicles into water. And I thought that was pretty cool because I should have paid more attention in science class and chemistry because I would know about some of that stuff, but I did not. I was too busy goofing around. So the synchronicity of going to this keynote address and giving this speech to all these women who were going to take all of this energy back to all over the state to put into the water. There I had it. I had access to a great group of women who were able to charge their batteries, get their soul spark going, and, really feel in their own alignment, in their own authenticity, in their own being. And I talked a lot about that. And I thought, wow, I have a lot more to say. Holy shit, I better start podcasting again. And, we have a sign out on the table that says, listen to my podcast. And, oh, here's another podcast, Shattering Glass. Can't remember the mayor's name from Wilkinsburg, but she was freaking awesome. She was a panel speaker at the same conference with me. And there was a Dr. M from Pitt. She was amazing too. All these borough manager from Braddock. These amazingly gifted, intelligent, powerful women. Oh, and ladies, I learned something. My friend Janet taught me this. Bitch means beautiful, intelligent, talented, charming, and hot. And I'm going to spell hot with an H-A-W-T, hot. So someone calls you a bitch, you say thank you in the most unapologetically authentic way that you can. So, I just thought, wow, all these powerful women in one place, and they get to influence the water. And then that water is going to go into everybody's bodies. And this is amazing. And water is the most conducive spiritual element. And we're going to infuse all these people with spirit. Oh my gosh, this is crazy, right? And it just hits me. What would be the best way to influence everyone at one time is to work on every drop of water energetically, send love. I mean, you don't have to be a Reiki practitioner to do this. Like, y'all have energy. So send love to every drop of water in the world. Because if we start raising the vibration of that water, and, I studied with Raymond Grayson. He's a fantabulous man. I just love him. He's backwoods, unapologetic, hillbilly. He'll tell you that himself, but he's a genius. And he knows how to change the actual vibration, taste, texture, and also the dynes of water. And he's taught me that, and I'm able to teach other people that. And it's amazing because you can affect water. And Dr. Masaru Emoto's studies on water is amazing too. If you haven't saw them, check them out. Oh, P.S. You should have a pad and paper if you've never listened to the podcast before to write this stuff down, because you will want to look it up. So that's it. Sunshine, maybe Soulshine, Sunshine, Serenity, Synergy, and water. Wow. And synchronicity. There's a lot of S's in there. Very cool, though. So I love you all bunches. The next podcast, I'm going to try to get a few more out on certain topics. I want to hear from you. I really, really, really want to hear from you. And we're gonna give the podcast maybe its own Facebook page. Oh my gosh, right? And it's growing, and our subscribers are growing. And we're going to put a page on it on the website. The website's getting an overhaul at Synergy. So Serenity Jenny will have its own page with events. The podcast will have its own page with all the episodes on it, hopefully. And we are going to start allowing you as businesses, as people, if you just want to sponsor an episode because you want to, we're going to do it for $44. You get to sponsor a podcast, and I will talk all about your business probably for about a minute or two, maybe 3. That's a pretty good advertising spot. And MD2 Salon has purchased the first spot, and they will be highlighted on our next podcast. So stay tuned. Enjoy the sunshine and let your soul shine. And I hope you have some serenity. Much love, many blessings. Peace out.